Quick heads up, if you already watched one of my other collectible guides for this game, feel free to save a bit of time and skip ahead to this timestamp, otherwise you'll be listening to a lot of repeated information. The Simpsons Hit and Run has 3 main collectibles: wasp cameras, collector cards, and gags. In the rather odd case of the retro achievements set for GameCube, it actually has 4. This set specifically adds the untrackable, destructible Buzz Cola vending machines and crates as collectibles. Pretty neat idea if you ask me, but good luck finding any documentation of where these godforsaken storage units are located. In order to make your search as painless as possible, I've procured these schematics, which I'll put here in a corner and update every time I gather a certain type of collectible, so you can easily tell when stuff has happened in case you choose to skip around in this here video. Though it's a tad messy, I've also made some rough timestamps in the description to help you out a little bit more. On top of that, I made sure to do everything entirely in one take so you can follow in my footsteps even if you have a life outside of video games and are not as intimately familiar with the map as I am. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. Unlike any other level, this one does not form a complete loop around the map. So, for the sake of the guide, I'm loading up the 3rd mission in order to teleport to the nuclear plant, which happens to be one of the ends of the map. This way, you're saving time on running back and forth from one end to the other. Once in the nuclear plant parking lot, go to the left side and find your first wasp, then make your way up the building like so. Halfway up, you get to enter the building where you'll find a total of 6 crates. 2 just as you enter, 2 more in the middle, and 2 more at the other end of the hall. Break all 6 and continue your way up to Mr. Burns' office by carefully platforming across these steel beams. Once up, follow my footsteps to reach Wasp 2, then carefully jump from the carpet to reach the Smarch Calendar collector card from Season 7, Episode 6. Every bit of floorboard around the card collapses, so you're forced to make the somewhat tight jump. Now jump back down to the parking lot and trigger the huge nuclear tank on the left for Gag 1. Now that the nuclear plant is picked with collectibles, get in your car and follow the road to the barn with the silo. Jump up the hay bales to reach the barn's roof, and then jump over to the silo. From here, you should be able to drop down and collect the Monkey's Paw collector card from Season 3, Episode 42. Doing this also spawns Wasp 3. Continue through the level in your car and make a stop inside the trailer park. You can climb on top of the trailers via the white auto camper by the 2nd tree, and jump your way across the various campers to reach Wasp 4 and 5. Get back in your car and make a stop on the bridge towards the graveyard as you have done previously in levels 1 and 4, and jump on top of it using the platforms like so. You'll find Wasp 6 as you make your way across to the other side of the bridge. Jump down and get in your car again. The gas station just ahead houses crate 7, and the Krusty Burger across the street hides crates 8 and 9. After destroying all 3, jump to the other side of the graveyard with your car and get out. There's a ledge on this side of the gap, and going down there you'll find a couple of coffins floating up and down the pool of water. Platform your way across these coffins to reach the well-hidden Hell Toupee collector card from Season 10, Episode 9. Once you've collected the card, make sure you jump into the water towards your car in order to respawn on that side of the graveyard. And now on to Evergreen Terrace. Make a stop at Wiggum's house at the end of the street and head into his backyard. Here, you'll find crate 10, wasp 7, and crate 11. Now get back in your car and continue down the road to the Simpsons house. Head inside and trigger the TV for Gag 2. Lisa will be in the way of triggering this gag if you're playing on Mission 1, by the way. Head back out and into Flanders' backyard, making sure to smash Wasp 8, which spawns on the fence between the 2 houses. In his backyard, you'll find Wasp 9, crates 12 and 13, the Soul Donut collector card from Season 5, Episode 5, and Gag 3 by triggering the door to the bunker. Jump the fence to the Simpsons' backyard and trigger the Tiki head for Gag 4, then head into Bart's room through the open window. In here, you can trigger the bed for Gag 5 and the Krusty-themed lamp on the far left for Gag 6. Head back out and trigger the swing set for Gag 7. Jump the next fence and find Wasp 10 as well as crates 14 and 15. Once again, jump the next fence to the playground and trigger the second swing set for Gag 8, destroy Wasp 11 while you're here, and use the monkey bars to reach the Krusty Doll collector card from Season 4, Episode 5 on top of the slide. Now, for the 3rd time of the game, run towards the Kwik-E-Mart and get in the closest car. Drive towards the 2 hard-working fire trucks and smash crate 16 between them. Use this fire truck to get on top of this building's roof and find Wasp 12. Now go back to the Kwik-E-Mart, destroy crate 17 by the entrance, and enter the store where you'll find a whopping 5 gags. Frostilicus at the back, the silent alarm by Apu, the slushy machine behind Apu, the ATM on the side, and finally the Larry the Looter arcade game. Huh, deja vu. After triggering all 5, head back out and on top of the store by using the nearby Duff truck. Up here, you'll find Wasp 13. That's it. Use the billboard in front of you to get on top of the neighboring gas station where you'll find crates 18, 19, and 20 as well as Wasp 14. Drop down and use the vent to get on top of the Lark Lad building, smash Wasp 15, and use the next vent to get on top of the lad himself to collect the Time Travel Toaster collector card from Season 6, Episode 6. Turn back around and get the final collectible in this area, crate 21 in front of the gas station. Now finally get in a car again and make your way towards the school, making sure to pick up both collectibles on the way there. Crate 22 in the church parking lot, and crate 23 at the Krusty Burger across the street. Go to the UFO ominously hovering above the school playground and smash Wasp 16 in this tractor beam. Walk towards the school building and break Wasp 17 here. It should have been on top of the school bus here, but as you've surely come to know, the wasps are quite erratic. Be sure to also pick up the human cookbook collector card from Season 2, Episode 3 on top of the slide. Now head to the left side of the school building and use this vent to reach the school's roof where you'll find Wasp 18. Carefully jump out on these ledges on the back side of the building and traverse to the other side of the roof to find crate 24, Wasp 19, and also crate 25 and 26. Jump down from the roof and enter the school to find the level's last 2 remaining gags. The fire alarm by the first classroom and the fire extinguisher down the hall. Head back out and get in a car and continue down the road from where you left off. You'll find crate 27 by the grocery store at the end of the road and the final crate behind the neighboring community center. Finally, you'll find the final collectible in the game, the final wasp at the literal end of the road right by the barricades. And with that, I congratulate you for getting every single collectible in the classic game, The Simpsons Hit and Run.